Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the T-22 Medium. Now, this tank absolutely blew away World of Tanks Blitz and the community when it came out. The tank was just monstrous, especially in tournaments. This tank was like a must-have if you were in a tournament team and you needed a medium tank. Now, the secret about this tank is it's similar to every other Soviet medium tank with good mobility, and a very good gun. It has a good gun. It's a bit worse than the other Soviet meds, but still it is more or less on the same level. And the biggest thing that did make this tank stand out is definitely the armor. The armor on the sides were so troll that Death Stars and Jagdpanzer A100s were not able to pen this thing, even at like normal angles, Under insane angles, this tank you will not penetrate, and especially if you go up against an unexperienced enemy in a T-22. Let's say you're in a T-22 and the enemy is inexperienced, you're absolutely going to dominate, because this tank was a killer, simply because of how good the side armor was. Frontally, of course, it's easy to pen. Same within the rear, but if you just wiggled a tiny bit, your tracks and your side armor would completely eat up all the shells. And that's why this tank was favored by a lot of people, simply because it was able to withstand these huge shots from enemies. And on top of that, of course, you were able to keep doing a lot of damage because the DPM was very high. Now, after that came the HP buff for heavies, which did hit this tank a little bit, because before it could pretty much wipe out a heavy 1 versus 1. Even to the front, it didn't matter, because this tank had DPM, this tank had armor, and this tank had mobility. Nowadays, it's a little bit harder because heavy tanks do have a lot of extra HP in them. Now, the thing is that a lot of new mediums have been coming out. For example, the T100 LT, which I would classify as a light/medium, at least at this point, because the DPM is so crazy on the T100 LT that it can pretty much kill any medium anyway. But, for example, tanks like that have come out, and this has pretty much made the T-22 a little bit weaker, and it doesn't obviously look or feel the same as it used to a couple of years ago. On top of that, a lot of people actually started to learn, or at least get a better understanding of how to penetrate this tank a lot more easily into the side as well, and where to shoot, where to not shoot, etc. And that's also a reason as to why this tank has slowly but gradually became, a little bit easier to deal with in the eyes of your opponents. So it's still a great tank, but it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.